and this is the one we were talking about.
Blam.
I'm going to have to turn this sound down again on this one. Oh, look, see, there's TJ. So TJ is going to be our burn player, and we've got Rob over here rocking out the Affinity this time. So he's going to be trying to beat... Oh, look, TJ's like looking away or something like that, and Rob's messing with his deck. That's see, if Rob ends up winning, this is why in game 1. That little slight little change.
TJ, I hope you're watching right now.
What is this? Rob is going to beat me with my own deck. That's awesome. That must be tough too. Like if you sit there and you go, you know what? Yeah, you can use my deck tonight. No problem. Then you get faced up and you're like, okay. Rob, I think won the dice roll. I don't know. TJ seemed very excited about it, so I don't know if that.
Maybe he's hoping that he's gonna lose, because that just says, "Hey, my deck, I know it in and out.
You know
I'm
what?
gonna get beat by it."
Affinity is the best deck, clearly, hands down. I should not switch away from it. All right. Okay. And I have to apologize, guys. Where we're positioned on the camera, we've had a few difficulties seeing the cards, anyway. But TJ's Affinity deck is very bright.
Yeah, it is.
You might need some sunglasses for this match, guys. So Inkmon.
Man.
And don't worry, we get to at least see the creatures because Rob likes to play with lands up front. And Guide coming at him for 2. Ooh, and there's a Galblast on the top. All right. Now these are 2 experienced players. I feel like this, game 1 might be a little bit quicker. You can see the
post sideboard.
Right,
it'll be
the hand shuffling going on already.
Yep.
All right, so it moves the Thopteron up to, of course, the drum, just saying, okay, you're my mana generator. We know there's a Galblast. All right, fetching it out.
Scalding Tar.
Ooh, shocking.
17 is where I want to be.
Oh, no, but he's at 15 because he shocked himself
good point.
around turn 1.
That's why we need the dice.
For real, guys. Keep us up to date on this here.
What do I want to do? How about another goblin?
He says
second
double
guy. I was like, into a third. Nope, Rift Bolt suspended. All right, double triggers. First trigger. Ooh, Darksteel. Freebies. Second trigger. Ooh, Vault Scourge.
Vault Scourge.
And he Galblast 1 to get out of here. And he'll take 2. Now, taking the 2 is tough. Did you ever Affinity player game 2?
No.
Oh, you
had him go
you
down,
didn't take 4.
Galblast.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right. There's the Vault Scourge. He'll pay 2 to do it.
See, now he's at 14. I was just.
He was ready. He was like, he's got to play the Vault Scourge, guys. It's all right. Dropping down 2. Oh, okay. Here we go. And now this is where things can get complicated. Rift Bolt's going to come down. And now he's basically debating, all right, how am I going to do this? Because if you start stacking things, so he's targeting the Vault Scourge. And now this is basically giving the decision time. Do I'm going to let it die, so I can just sack it to the Arcbound, or do I sack a bunch of stuff to keep it alive? And so he just says, you know what? We'll play it smart right now, sack it up, and be able to go from there.
Swiss Beard. It's a Stomping Grounds. He says, I'm going to take 2 more.
All right, swing both, and looks like we do see trigger into an etched on the top. And Arcbound's declaring blockers on Guide. Atarkas. I'm assuming modes 3 to face and +1/+1 to the team. And triggered for prowess, so puts Swiss Spear at 3.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so you're going to block him and sack?
Yeah.
Alright, block and sacks. So he will take he'll take 6 that turn. 3 from Atarkas and 3 from the Swiss Spear.
Good night.
I missed 2 somewhere.
Oh, I'm at 11?
Yeah, I missed the goblin.
There's so much math involved. Why do I like this game so much?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're dead. That's what we want, right?
Alright, Thopter is a 2/4 right now.
Says
There's
here's
the
my
etched,
champion.
and he does have Metalcraft. So he is, pro red and all that good stuff.
Did he swing with that one?
No, he tapped it with the drum.
Okay.
I know don't worry, I've got my sunglasses on, guys, so I can be able to see the cards a little bit better. So guide off, triggered into steel. So no freebies, and he'll block the guide. Tarkus, 3
another
more,
one.
and 6 actually drops him to 2. And guide stays alive because he's a 3/3.
He's a 3/3.
All right, and TJ is sitting at 13 right now, so a good spot to be in. I mean, that Atarka's command has made a big difference, as well as having multiple creatures.
Do burn players just see the multiple copies? Because I feel like it's not 1, it's not 2, but it could be 3.
True.
Atarka's commands in one game.
All right, now we got a board full of dudes. Steel Overseer, Etch, and Ornithopter. Really, TJ top deck any burn spell.
And he's got it.
So he's going to shuffle his deck up, give him a little bit better chance. And it seems to be... Yeah, so he is rocking the Naya style. I just put burn up there because I wasn't sure. You all right, Anna? Alright. Oh. That stays on the bottom.
Best card right there.
Yeah, best card. He needs that. That's the burn spell. Oh, bam. Look at this. This is I'm going to hit you with both. F you. You don't get any life. I'm going to deal 4 to you. I'm going to deal 7 to you. Oh, so our burn player wow. The other matches, I think burn
right.
has not won their first round. So that puts it at an interesting spot here. Look at this. Deflecting palms.
Yep.
Look, he's already set.
They're foil too.
Destructive Revelry, so he's saying already I want those. Look at this.
Good guy, TJ.
Right.
Sideboard options.
All right, Ancient Grudges. Says, I want all of those. Smart.
Now, I would say no matter how good you are, knowing what's in your deck
makes
it. Not to say that TJ is a fantastic Magic player, but he knows what's in his deck.
He does, and so that could factor into if he had like a rando sideboard card in there, like a nice fun of or super spicy things.
True.
Like in our Infect version, we run Pithing Needle.
Yep.
In our sideboard, and so like knowing the decks in and out, so you can be like, okay, I know that this sideboard card now serves double duty against my Affinity deck or something like that. But no, we saw a very straightforward sideboard tech, basically all of the hate that he can bring in against Affinity, as well as the deflecting palms in there, because you could see the Affinity player say, here's my cranial plating, swing in for 6, and they go, well, you take 6 now.
And there's a card we haven't seen.
What's
a cranial plating.
That's true. In both of the Affinity matchups so far, no cranial platings. Now, let's see. What would TJ's sideboard have in it that he'd want to bring in? Probably would be seeing him bring in the Spell Pierces.
Sure. Whip Flares?
Whip Flares, not a bad choice.
Yeah.
Killing off some of those creatures, dealing 2 damage to all those non-artifacts. Could see Spellskite. I know TJ runs at least a 1 of main, or at least he used to. I don't know if he still does.
There you go. He's on top of it. He's ready to tell
Chalice.
us exactly.
Oh, and he's got the Chalice in there too. I forgot about that. Ew. Oh, I hate Chalice so much. Chalice is spiked so much too, thanks to that Eldrazi deck.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So we've got some good ideas.
I'm a heathen.
Spells I made.
There's no shame. I run one of those too.
Of course.
Oh, you say spell kites. I only run one.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Used to run 2. Now I only run 1. All right.
Looks like he was giving us a glimpse of what he's keeping there.
Okay. Decisions. Now,
You got one of these guys.
did Rob mulligan? Or is he not ready yet?
My friend.
This is this guide. I'm going to attack you.
Rob says,
he did, okay.
he mulligan. He says, I'm going to scry it out.
I see a Galblast in here.
Hey, we're off to the races.
Darksteel. Thopter. Mox, okay.
Alright.
We got a drum.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Huh. That's a nice
Not
start.
bad, not bad.
bad at all.
He's gonna die.
Alright.
Says, I'll see that.
Oh crap.
Fetch shot.
Going to 17.
You just wait for it, because I will.
I'm feeling it.
17, 17.
Only way to
Damn.
play.
Only way to play.
And 2 trigger. Oh, there
Oh,
it
there he
is. The
is.
cranial, guys. You get to see it. Alright, 17 to 18. Yep, no blocks coming in. Chooses 2 to the face is fine. Alright.
Cranial plane down.
Uh-huh.
Come back. Yes,
Swings one.
I remember everything as soon as we start playing.
Now,
Good.
he still he didn't get any other land drops, so he doesn't get any equips or anything like that.
19, 18, yeah, 17, 16.
They're just checking their life, making sure it's accurate. Another fetch. You thinking of the shock again?
Ooh, probably.
Oh! Basic mountain. Now, he's a little bit nervous though. I feel with the cranial. It's like, all right, I don't have. Oh, that okay. Eidolon. 2 more trigger and a freebie. It's like the blink moth to me.
With reckless abandon.
Galblast Eidolon does
rid
have to
of
take
that.
the 2.
Let's
And he can
go.
whip and swing if he wanted to. Let's see what else he's got. Another Mox. Oh, okay. So it didn't have another land drop, but did choose to look at that. Ah,
Oh, nice guy,
pass.
TJ.
Helping him out.
But that way you get a free counter.
Alright, so there's the land. Just wanting a little bit more mana here.
A lot of people don't see that, but it can be relevant.
He can equip.
Yep.
Alright, so in a good spot here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He'll take 7. Oh, okay. So TJ's saying that Galblast was the sealer of the deal here. Alright. Swinging in. Swift Spear and a guide. Trigger. Just 3, he says. Yeah, I mean, the Eidolon is a really good card against Affinity, I can see. Alright, so Thopter comes down, just making our cranial plating that much better. So, ooh, activating, okay.
Alright, let's add 1 more to it.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bolting.
Says,
And sack the team to him. Now, by doing this, it weakens down. Okay, so he did have
Shows him the
Galblast too.
Galblast.
Cool.
so we're 1-1.
Ooh, tied up. That plating came down, helped out. Galblast, good card. 4 damage is pretty solid. Alright, tied up 1-1.
Did we see any sideboard cards on either side? Or is it just a straight game?
I'd say that was pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
We didn't see any removal really out of TJ. Rob didn't really play any of his additional cards.
No.
Just kind of straight. Oh, here's my hand. He did have to mull to 6 though.
Oh, he's going to 6.
Oh, I didn't see any lands in that one.
See a Glimmer Post.
Offers cut. Quick little easy one. Ornithopter. I think there was an Arcbound in Rob's hand. We saw some lands now from TJ. He's going to scry out. Comfortable with this one. Oh, Steel Overseer as well. Oh, okay. So TJ's saying no lands, 2 Revelry, 1 Grudge, and 2 Bolts. It's like, just give me 1 land from this. Oh, okay. So Whip Flare off the top of the guide. 2 comes in to our Affinity player sitting at 18. Glimmer gets thrown down. Mox. Thopter. How many cards can we play this turn?
There's a
And
drum.
Drum. 2 more.
Oh.
Into...
Steel
Okay,
Overseer.
feeling steel this time. Alright.
I'm thinking in my head, I'm thinking,
It's not a bad choice. If TJ's got removal, he's going to probably throw it down now.
Lava Spikes.
Spike instead. Okay. To the guide. Looks like a drum.
And he's also going to go to
Ooh, suspended rift ball. Okay, cool.
19. It's 19 to 13 in favor of TJ, our burn player.
Now we know there's a whip flare.
True.
And TJ knows there's a whip flare. So that's, why he didn't play any more creatures or anything like
Right.
that. Ah, okay. So he said that's, there was an issue where he had like the rift bolt and stuff, and he had the lava spikes, but no targeted removal for the Steel Overseer at that point. The rift bolt, you have to wait a turn before you can start going for the creatures. So we see drum come down. And let's see. Feeling the... Got 2 mana up. He could whip flare here, but it's like 1 creature. Yeah, Arcbound throws it down. Now he can help protect his creatures too, because he can start sacking them to
True.
him. He has not activated Steel Overseer yet, so he's going to pass up. If TJ targets him, yeah, he can sit here and pump the team with him. So team gets pumped up, and then he will choose to sack him to Arcbound. So that's 3 Arcbounds got on him. Land and pass.
Pass.
I saw at least 1 more land in TJ's hand. Like a stomping. I mean, we had that issue earlier when another burn player kind of was getting flooded.
Sure. Yeah, oh yeah.
And TJ was making a good point, like with how the burn deck can just get kind of progressively worse, while the Affinity deck could potentially get better in this sort of matchup.
You got live draws, but you're waiting on that top deck every time.
All right. Let's see what else we can throw out here from Rob. Another Steel Overseer. Must be nice.
Must be nice.
Must be nice. And he's going to tap him immediately to get some mana with the 2 drums he's got. And
There
there's
it
the
is.
whip. Okay. Kills off the guide, and he can swing in with the Arcbound. And all of his stuff is turned one way. Okay.
Yep.
His stuff is turned opposite direction. That's like, it's okay. His lands will turn one way. Yeah, thank you, Rob. You organized your cards a little bit more for us, so the viewers at home were not hurting their brains.
Yeah, I had no idea he was playing TJ's Affinity list. I'm actually hoping he's going to be there tomorrow so I can talk to him about it. See how he felt.
All right, another land. What is he feeling? Ooh, Revelry.
Ooh, there it
Okay.
is.
Sack. So he won't take the 2 from it because it was never destroyed.
Okay.
Because he sacks it.
Right. But he gets it off the table.
He does get it off the table, which is important. Oh, this
The bane of any creature-based deck.
I hate this card. You tap your artifacts. You have to tap 2 untapped artifacts and deal 1 damage to a creature or player. Of course, it's a win condition in Lander and Control.
Sure.
But it's a super good sideboard card against, like, Infect. Against Eidolon. Okay.
There you go.
But is it too little, too late?
Could be.
Because he tapped down his 2 drums at the end of the turn to deal a damage to TJ. Bam, and he'll just kill it off.
Let's get rid of it.
2 to him. Sack to Arcbound. Is he a 5 now? Looks like a 5, I want to say.
6?
Well, he tapped the Ornithopter for... so he's going to stack it up to 6. Now it's at 6, yeah. Okay.
TJ just says...
He says that's it.
You got it.
Couldn't draw off it. You've got the grid. You've got 6 on board from the Ravager. You could sack everything else to it, and I'm dead. So, yeah. TJ says, rip me. Oh, Arcbound Ravager, good card.
Yeah.
So we did see in both of those matches, the Affinity player comes out on top, and it was not on the back of Vault Scourge.
It was not.
Now, Aether Grid was a good card. Not something I was expecting to see.
Is it because it's only 1 damage?
Yeah, and like, I guess at that stage he had enough presence on board that you're able to just kill off most of his stuff, because most of the stuff is 2 toughness. So you really have to have 4 artifacts to kill off his creatures. So that was a surprise one for me that I was not expecting to see. But it turned out to work out, really well in that sort of situation. Sure. So we're seeing a little bit more of how the players did their sideboard side of things.
Like, his creatures don't matter. What matters?
Nice guy players.
Yeah.
We had a couple people trying to hide it from us on the
we
camera.
did have that round
Come
1.
on, guys. Help us out here.
They're trying to keep their deck techs close to the chest, which I guess, I can understand that if you early in the tournament or something, or you want to try to keep some super secret sideboard. We had that with our sideboard.
That's true.
For a little bit there, that we were like, nah, if I didn't play it against you, I'm gonna keep this hidden, but I'll show you everything else.
And that's smart. I mean, that's smart gameplay going forward through a Friday night Magic or Tuesday night for us, or even those big tournaments. You want to make sure, because you don't know who you're playing.
Right.
You don't know who they came with, who they're talking to. You want to keep all of that information to yourself.
Yeah. Because that in between rounds, and you go up to your friends, and you're like, oh my god, I played this Affinity player, and he killed me with Aether Grid.
Right.
And then that gets people talking, so some of the Affinity lists are now running around with Aether Grid, and this, that, and the other thing. So good to see a little bit of knowledge there. So I guess they're just doing a little discussion, like, okay, maybe I should have thought about bringing this in, or maybe this in, and, that sort of thing, or... These are the stuff that are good ideas.
Looks like TJ's kind of showing Rob, these are the cards that I'd probably...
I'm wondering if Rob is thinking about building Affinity.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tomorrow, we'll find out.
Now, that's an expensive list to buy. I feel like some of the cards might have gone up a little bit more, too. Mm-hmm. Did you see Lily went up again in price?
No.
She's like 113, 115 now. I was like, wow. That's I don't know what decks are like, oh my god, Liliana, surprise, but...
Is it anticipation that Shadows over Innistrad, we're going to We're going to go back to that sort of meta?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting, though.
I mean, they're reprinting Force of Will.
That is true, guys. We got another Wasteland reprint.
So I guess anything's possible.
That is true. So Rob didn't have a deck for the day, right? So because he didn't really want to play his token. He seems kind of turned off by it right now. So it's making me wonder what is he going to play going into the future? Is he just going to continue to borrow decks from people? Okay. Ooh. Okay. So we'll see how it is going to be going into the future. Like the burn is a prevalent deck. Affinity is a prevalent deck.
That's never going away. Yeah.
No, it's not. So we've got at least one more round to be able to show you guys tonight. There was 5 rounds.
There was technical difficulties.
That's technical difficulties.
On our end, but also not on our end.
True, on our end, but not on our end.
So
yeah, that's how it goes. We'll get into it in a little bit. But so we just seen 2 Affinities versus Burn back to back.
Sure.
Any more thoughts after the second time?
I just stand by the fact that it's just smart building. That's all you need, you know. And smart plays, I guess, is the other way to say. Because
right.
I know that I play into a lot of dumb mishaps on my end, where I play my one creature and just go all in.
Gotta go ham.
Yeah, I need to get to 10 as quickly as possible, and then it just gets bolted, and I'm like, great.
If only I had seen this coming.
Why didn't I see this when I kept the hand? I mean, what about you? What are you thinking?
No, I mean, I thought the Vault Scourge was going to play a bigger role in both of those matchups, where it didn't, and we saw pretty much every time that Vault Scourge hit the table, all the burn spells were directed towards him.
Right.
And Arcbound was the big winner for both those matches.
Yeah.
Like Steel Overseer, was a little bit threatening again, kind of like Vault Scourge. I want to get rid of it so it doesn't pump up the team really scary. But Arcbound was at least in that matchup versus Rob, it was the big winner, and Master of Ethereum was the other big winner from the previous round.
Yeah.
Which, those are some big, tempo cards right there. You throw those down, you can really kind of turn the game in your favor. And it makes it tough, like we were talking about with the burn, how, you have to kind of play that sort of top decky style after the first couple turns.
Yeah.
Like, you can do a lot in those first couple turns, which is great, but then after that, you're kind of stuck.
Like, hey, what am I getting?
Right.
What am I going to get?
All right, so some unusual Affinity games. Affinity has 2 styles of play, Swarm and Pierce. Okay. One big guy or swarm the board with too many guys to deal with, and you go wide, which does make a lot of sense there.
Yeah.
We've seen that. Even one of the Affinity games, I want to say, was it Tim that was like, here's 5 cards on my turn or whatever.
Yeah. Game 3, he got the five cards first turn.
But maybe that is some of the just strangeness of the burn matchup, where you kind of have to kind of stumble around and maybe keep a little bit of different hands than what you might like, and a little bit maybe nervous about mulliganing certain situations.
Target removal. I mean,
yes.
I think that's the big key. With Affinity, you're able to put out a bunch of different creatures all at the same time, and they have to choose who are they going to get, because they're not playing, off the top of my head, I can't think of a board wipe card. I'm sorry, Anger of the Gods, but we haven't even seen Anger.
Yeah, it's like most burn lists aren't even running them anymore.
Right.
Which I do love, because the Blue Moon deck was. and when I would sit there and play the Pro Tour Gauntlet, which if you guys haven't, go play that because it's fun. And it's only here until Wednesday.
Oh, 2 more days.
2 more days. Which Anger of the Gods was great, wiping the boards. Yeah, so pretty exciting to see. Burn is kind of our matches that we're seeing a lot of. Maybe this week we'll see some different. It'd be nice to see some Infect playing, which I believe that I don't know if I'm playing Infect this week.
Yeah, I haven't decided yet either.
That's the problem. Like, we're the two go-to infect players, and we're just like, meh. We've got other decks because the thing is, there's no tournaments.
Right.
That's the
right.
thing.
So now you're trying to have fun, play
yes.
Mardu Pods, and don't play that deck.
The next big tournament that we're going to is in March, and that's Team Sealed.
Correct.
So we don't have to care so much about really grinding out our games.
Right.
Yeah, there's side events and stuff for that, but like, we've got to get some Team Sealed. There is practice on Sunday.
I was gonna say, let's do a shameless plug. Comic Kung Fu in Winchester, Virginia, is having a Team Sealed practice. So if you're in this area, you're thinking, hey, do I go out to the GP at DC and play in the Team Sealed? We'll be there. We got to get our practice in, and the more teams that we have, the better
practice for everybody.
You know,
and it gives you experience with the format, experience with the deck building. If there's not enough people to really run an event, like have some tournaments and stuff, the Tripp said he is going to do discounted on packs, so you guys can just sit there and do practice on.
There you
go. So it's going to be good to get that in. That Sunday at 1 p.m. Comic Kung Fu in Winchester, Virginia. If you guys are in the area this weekend, definitely worth checking out. If you go on Facebook and search Comic Kung Fu, it'll be easy and simple to search for as well.
And I was thinking, since we've started this and we're trying to do more.
Yes.
What if we tried to, kind of capture what we're doing?
Do our deck tech and our discussions.
Our discussions on what we kept, maybe after or even during. Maybe we catch a couple clips and then we can put it out here for everyone.
That's a smart idea. I like that idea. Yeah, so we'll probably post up at least our information for that. If you guys like that sort of stuff, and if you guys get a chance to come out for it, or at least try to go to DC if you're within the area.
Absolutely.
Go play side of events if you're not really into that much of the Sealed, but you get a couple buddies, you build some decks together, play a few rounds, and then worst case you drop and you have some cool cards. Play side events. That's kind of what I'm thinking is going to happen because
Expeditions.
That's right. I'm not much of a limited player. Luckily, we do have a decent limited player on our team.
Yeah, that's true.
Tim did very well. Well, okay, he did decent at the GP.
Was it cons? It was sealed for cons. Yeah.
So we went to a sealed event. My pool kind of sucked.
It wasn't great. Mine.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm like, 03 drop, go play side events. Yeah. Where's my tournaments at? And then we're like playing our events and catch up with Tim, and he's like, yeah. I'm like, X and 1 right now, X and 2, and like, cool. You keep doing it.
Go for it.
You do you. So he played one of the players that's really big into Legacy. I think she plays High Tide.
That's right. I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But anyway, that event at Comic Kung Fu on Sunday, 1 p.m. Team Sealed practice or cheap boosters, either way.
Right.
If you just
it's
want to be
win-win.
Hey, here's my team, me, myself, and I. Give me some cheap boosters so I can just open them. I don't, whatever you're into. But yeah, that's gonna be happening at 1 on Sunday if you guys want to come out or go to the GP. It's March 11th. I want to say 11th that weekend.
11th to the 13th.
There you go.
Yeah.
March 11th through 13th. So cool. Why don't we jump over to round 4? Get the last round going for you guys.